Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to Plat. Purplatypus is the name. Today I'm going to show you how to level up your characters in the late game. Now, there are probably going to be even better late game spots as I get further, but this is like pretty approachable, and it's not super late game, but it is like it definitely in the later stages of the main story here. Once you get your castle, I believe it's to level 3, you can build the mysterious room. This is actually one of my favorite little parts too. Like if you build the mysterious room, right, you see that it requires no ally, but when you build it, there's an ally down there saying, "Good job, we built it." And you're like, "Who the fuck is that?" And it is, it's a serious person. You got to go down there to meet them. But it is funny. The very first time you meet them is on a cutscene where they're inside your castle. I enjoy that. But yes. So you're gonna build a mysterious room. This is gonna be the best way to level up your characters to about level 60, and then I assume later, as your characters get stronger, you'll be able to do it even more. But in order to get to the mysterious room, just go down to the basement, and there'll be a red door here. Boom, you go in here. And there is the mysterious room, and then my controller is still busted. So the reason this is good, getting your characters up to level 60, it'll basically let you get any character you need to like be end of the game level to be end of the game level pretty fast. Now your party is going to level up passively. Everyone you don't have with you, they're going to get some sort of experience based on, I don't know if it's how much experience your party gets or whatever, but if you want to quickly, like I want to use all these characters like in the final mission, and you need them to be in their like early 60s, this will get you there in about one combat, like literally one combat. Also, if you don't have the restrictions on for money, I hear you get pretty good money here as well. However, I do not get any money, so that is something that is not relevant. We're just gonna do normal mode, and honestly, I would probably you don't need to. But if you don't like the boss, basically it's going to be a boss rush, right? But you could just kind of like reset it like this until you get a boss that you want, hypothetically. And let's say I don't want to do any of these bosses. I don't want to do any of these bosses. Like, you could just kind of re-roll it to find a boss that you want, but you're not even going to fight the boss, right? But I wanted to show you the wolves because the wolves was like an easy one. It doesn't matter. Okay, here we go. It's perfect. We'll use this character. So, this is the party I'm going to use and the characters I want to level up. Basically, you can go all out. You do need to beat at least one combat, but you can go all out, right? So you don't even need to bring like your normal guys. Like I'm going to bring Noah and Sign. They've never said his name once in the game, so I have no idea how to say it. But I'm bringing a couple characters I want to level up. I really want to level up, not Marcus here, but you know, Muscle Mage and Leon. Leon's one of my lowest level characters, even though I think she's good. And in fact, actually, instead of her, she's still going to be put on the back burner. Let's go by level. The character I'm actually most interested in, I am interested to see how high her attack gets, but it's probably not that good. But I want to see Isha. Isha seems actually kind of really strong with really good rune slots. Also, I would equip Eiyuden. Eiyuden you'll get later in the game. If you don't have her yet, it's not a big deal. Because the way experience works in this game is really weird. And I kind of like it. I kind of dislike it. So you can't really grind for levels, not realistically without an insane amount of time. They're going to get you to basically the amount of experience you get is your level compared to the enemy level. If you're a low level, the enemy's like an invisible level. I don't know what their level is, but let's say we go into this fight, all characters are going to level up from whatever level they are to like 60 in almost one fight. Like maybe 2 fights, but like almost one fight. But then once you hit 60, it's like 10 fights to get from level 60 to 61 or like 61 to 62. And it gets slower and slower until eventually you get no experience. So there's like a soft experience cap based on the enemies you're able to fight. But Eiyuden will still help you a little bit. I think it's usually not that good of an ability, but still, you know, it's better than not having it at all. So we're going to try to level up these characters. And you could bring in heavy magic dealers. I don't have anyone equipped with those runes right now, so I'm just going to use Sign, Sang, Sin. I can't remember. I remember they say his name, but I forgot it. And Noah, we're gonna use them for their combination skill basically. So we're gonna go here. We're gonna challenge. And here's the thing: it's gonna be 3 fights. You don't need to win. You just need to win 1 fight, and then you could lose. There is no game over for losing here. So the reason we're using him is they've got the friendship combo, and everyone else. You guys can attack too. That's fine. But then we want these characters, flawless defense, and you don't really have a defense, but hopefully you don't get attacked. If they get attacked, they'll die. But the reason I like the wolves is I actually don't think they ever attack the back row. He says making me look like a goddamn idiot. So it probably doesn't matter which one you fight. But I like this one because the first 2 times I did it, they only attacked the front row. But here we go. 407, easy peasy. This might even just be faster, but the friendship combo is good just because it attacks all. It can be used every turn, so you get to use it twice in a row and you'll be set. but mine's not quite strong enough to one-shot all of them. So it'll kill a second one, and then everyone else will die in the second fight here. So let's go ahead and do... I will say, maybe the wolves are a bad choice because they're really fast. But the point is, even if this is a bad fight, it still functions just the same, right? You attack, you attack, you attack. Now, look at this experience, right? This is huge for some characters. We get 34 or 16,000. All right, so now my lowest level character in my whole guild just immediately went to level 57. Also, this guy has 311 attack. I do want to level him up. I don't think he's going to beat Euphorus. In fact, I don't think anyone can. He's just, look at it, what of a beast he is. Actually insane, but 311 attack is pretty good. But yeah, I mean, there you go. This is the best way to get your characters level up, and then they don't force you to stop, right? Like, you can keep going here if you want to try, like, to do a second. Let's do a second one and see how much experience they got. They got like 16,000. Yeah, this fight's actually pretty easy. Everyone just attack. I don't think I brought any healing runes because that wasn't the point of this video. You can't attack, so you're gonna flawless defense. You go and do recovery wave, and then you attack. Is she floating? I think she's from Rising, right? She's from Eiyuden Chronicles Rising. Boom! Oh, bro, come on. 1 damage. This guy is actually the strongest character in the game. Cool attack, though. Yeah, she's very cool. She's the greedy mayor. So now they got 1,000, which is like 1 level, right? And that's with double experience, by the way. So you can see it really, really, really slows down super fast. Your muscle points have increased. That's what he calls MP. Very, very fun character, but I don't know. I don't know if he's actually good, but I do like his kit. There's just characters with way higher stats, and stats are king in this game. But there we go. All right. We'll just do this really quick. That way, if you lose, it doesn't matter. But this is going to be the best way to level up all your characters to an end game party thing. You don't really got to go into more detail than that right now. I'm sure there'll be better ways, but because the way the experience works in this game, there's not like metal slimes, you know, that always level up a lot of characters. Basically, once you get to the hardest content, you'll be able to level up the hardest content you're able to accomplish. You can level up all your characters there pretty easily in 1 or 2 fights. So it nullifies grinding, which is a double-edged sword. Yes, you don't need to grind your characters to get stronger. On the other hand, you can't grind your characters to get stronger, really. You kind of can, but it's not a big deal. Also, while at the end of this video here, do you feel like enemies have modular HP? I feel like enemies might have like modular HP, if that makes any sense. And what do I mean by that? I mean, like, it just feels like I've hit this guy for 3,000 damage and he's not been dead. And then I've hit him for like 300 damage 10 times and he's died, it feels like. So maybe there isn't modular HP and I'm just crazy. We want this guy to die here. We want our muscle mage up front. We might as well try to win, right? Even with my weak boy characters with no real setup. Because the idea is you're supposed to do like a bunch of these in a row, not just the one. You got the muscle power boost. Go ahead and attack. I want to see you do it. Only 12 damage. This guy is so strong. Oh my god, bro. You're off the team. You're off the team. No one wants you. Let's just... Oh, we don't have enough for Jaw Crush. That's okay. Jaw Crush is actually decent, only because Charge Up is good, and it just adds a little bit of damage to your already powerful attack. Boom. Oh my god, bro. You're off the team. Everyone get out of here. This guy is not hard to hit. It is, when you can use a skill. I don't think I've ever seen the armor piercing skill miss, so that's probably a good idea. All right, just do Jaw Crush. Just... She died? Yeah, it's fine. All right, you go attack. Hopefully he does like 200 damage or something. There we go. I think he is the strongest character in the game as of right now. Out of all the characters I've seen, he is absolutely a monster. And like actually a monster too, like fucking insane damage. That was with no charge ups either. All right, just go auto. My 2 main boys could easily beat it. There you go. Good job. And so none of the dead characters are going to get experience, but this guy will. Let's see if you get more experience here, if that counts as a higher level cap enemy. Kind of. Not really. Not even a level at that point. But you do get some good items as well. I do like that you get item drops. All right, and then we're going to be like, okay, no, back to recap. One good thing is when you're done with this, I think it fully heals you as well. But yeah, the Mysterious Room is going to be the best way to get levels in the... basically the late game. The thing is, I would do normally like, oh, how to grind levels in the early game, but there's just not, that's not a mechanic to this RPG, which is super weird because of the way the experience system works, where it's like the amount of experience you gain is based on your level compared to the enemy's level. It's just like, why is Leon level 44? Oh, it's because we didn't bring her to the fight. That's why. Everyone else we brought, but we switched her out for the other character. Cool that it keeps your party when you do this. But yeah, that's all for today's video, guys. Thank you very much. Purplatypus is Purplatypus. Hopefully this is a little helpful to you, and hopefully it'll kind of teach you a bit about how the experience works and that you don't need to worry about grinding. But once you get here, this is the perfect spot to get all your characters end game level ready. All you have to do is win one combat, and then you could lose immediately afterwards, so feel free to go all out, no downsides. That's all. Much love for Platypus and for Platypus. See you on the flip flops. Bye!